Welcome to another episode of the Providence Lucha Talk. I'm your boy Jay Aguilar,
This Lucito.
and we're here to talk about everything and anything about wrestling. We appreciate everybody who's been following us since day one. As well, for those who just found us, welcome to our podcast where we just love wrestling. You can follow us on all of our social media, the Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, Providence Lucha Talk, as well as your favorite podcast media app to listen to your audio podcast. So, I think the most important news we need to talk about that's not about Mandy Rose is that Vince McMahon, rumor is that he is trying to make his comeback to the WWE. Lucito, do you take the bait or do you believe in it?
It's not good for nobody. I think it's only good for him. I know older wrestlers, I think especially Ric Flair, was like, he built it, he should be able to come back. Which, he has a point. He built it, but the stuff that he did back in the day, it's not like, it wasn't good either way from the time or now. But I feel like it's still relevant. It's still, I guess, the wound's still fresh. I feel like we needed still more time to, like, get him out of basically WWE. It's going well, so I feel like if he came back, he will ruin what has been built or rebuilt. And also, it's not good. I don't think it will be good for business and also for their company because they're public now. They've been public for a while. I don't think it'll be good because I think the stock dropped a bunch when all those news came out
When he was in charge.
Yeah.
I think the whole thing is still it's just rumor. The same way it brought to the attention that there's a possibility of his return coming to WWE is the same rumor that like new allegation and other evidence against him also arise. So it seems like whoever is running the behind the scene wants to make sure that Vince also doesn't come back. He might want to come back, but they don't want him back. A lot of wrestlers seems to be okay with him not being back, even though some have the same sentimental thoughts as Ric Flair of, he built it. Mm-hmm. Well, he helped not build it, but mostly he helped. What's the word I'm looking for? He amplified it.
Yeah, and he also, like, all the stuff, he basically went through war, like wrestling war with other companies, and he came out victorious. So I feel like now, taking it away from him, he kind of like, he kind of, the punishment that he's gotten fits what he's, nothing has been either agreed upon or whatever, but it's like, it's not that, especially in this time, that stuff is not correct. It's not right. I don't know. I think it's still fresh. I think in a couple of episodes, like around October, we talked about this. I feel like it's still too soon. I feel like he might need a little bit more time out to either finalize or resolve whatever it's going or something to, I think we need a little bit more time for this to settle down.
I believe we need not to see him for a while. I could see him maybe for retirement or putting him in the Hall of Fame if he hasn't done that himself, since he's very a narcissist in a way. But that's the only reason I would see Vince coming back is just for the ceremony, the WrestleMania moment, and pretty much it. Like after that, it's like, bro.
Because do you think if he came back as not TV show but operational, do you think it's okay?
No.
Or do you think he just shouldn't come at all? Like he shouldn't be involved in the company?
He shouldn't be involved with operation. Operation right now has been very beneficial. Triple H has said that the last pay-per-view, which was Survivor's War Game, has been one of the best results within years, in decades, he probably said. Attendance, the vibe, the camaraderie within the WWE, talent, has been swell. Like nobody, like I have not seen a single report about like people bad mouthing each other. You know,
Correct. I feel like people that left not because of Vince either got released or whatever. I feel like it's a better working environment. I know there's been talks about Triple H is not too happy about the people that come back. They've been underwhelming. So, but it's a issue about booking too, because now you have a lot of people and not enough time, which is somewhat issue with AEW. But I know Triple H either will give people a little bit longer leash to see what they could come up with, rather than Vince just like, you're not working out. Sorry.
I think with those underwhelmed wrestlers, I think they're just going to be either moved down to NXT or be part of the main event. You know, try to earn their TV spotlight again. To me, like it is hard to try to build up that momentum. There's a lot of things that's happened between Raw and SmackDown. NXT, I think they're still doing good with their storyline with all division. Yeah, congratulations to the New Day for being the NXT champions. That's gonna help amplify that division. Roxanne Paris winning the women's championship last night. That's also a big deal because she started from Booker T's wrestling school, first Ring of Honor women's champion in 2021, and now she's ending 2022 as being NXT.
Yeah, I think I saw a clip of her on Instagram that she was, I guess, 2000. She was 13, so 8 years ago
when she met the
Natalia and them and Total Divas and stuff, which is kind of funny. Like I'm like, wow, she's full circle. Like,
and guys, she's only 21 years old by accomplishing these major accolades. So NXT so far in its own realm is in a good area. I think Big E might be coming back to NXT and be the one to challenge Braun for the belt. I think that
would be that'd be a good, I guess,
build up
and also for him to like get back into like ring shape.
Because he lives in Florida, so it makes sense for him to perform in Florida for, I guess, more convenience. But that's just a bold prediction. Going back to the Triple H topic, Raw is working with a lot of different angles. Like Bobby Lashley got fired. Rollins, it seems to be the next competitor for the U.S. title. Alexa Bliss is slowly showing that she's going to be part of the new Wyatt family.
And we see more promos from Bray Wyatt, which is good.
On SmackDown. The family seems to be doing decent. I love the interview.
I wonder what's going to happen on Friday. Because I think Jay, one of them, told Sammy to cut his hair and trim. So I don't know if it's going to be like a prank or something. They trying to like mess with him psychologically. I don't know if that's like a bully tactic or it's really they want to like make him into like groom him into being one of the Usos.
I mean, like if the only way I could see Sammy being an official Uso if he does like part of the sleeve, or at least pretend he got the sleeve.
Like a fake tattoo, like a temporary tattoo.
Yeah, that's the only way I could see Sammy pulling that off, or being like very serious to the bit. But other than that, I don't know. We'll see how it goes because honestly, Solo had an interview and he said like if he did win the Royal Rumble, he's definitely taking out Roman. He's going for the shots. But for now, he's just going to continue being the role of the enforcer, which I think that's really smart on his end. And also about Solo too. I've been seeing clips about him and Braun going a little bit like toe to toe in the live events, which is kind of like pretty cool because both men are big, strong guys, but they're not like pushovers, you know. But Solo does a good job in selling. Like Braun is a bit more brutal because of the height and maybe strength compared to his. So it's
another story that they're trying to build for. It's in the talks, I guess, backstage. It's Gunther against Brock Lesnar for Mania.
That's not a bad angle.
and Brock has. I don't think he's won the IC title. I think that might be. I don't remember him with the IC title. Maybe I could be incorrect. But he probably maybe won it once, maybe. But like it hasn't been a reign that he's like.
Well, I got the research department in my lap, so I'll.
Well, I don't think he's. But Brock Lesnar has the IC title. That'll bring that title to like a different level.
Brock being champion, what it does, it just going to put butts in seats, and he probably will be a little bit more. I think a little bit more charismatic, like he was with the
Money in the Bank and stuff. Or
I think he's just gonna be a little bit more like, because Walter is very strict. Like, it's pure wrestling, blah blah blah. But he's like, bro, I've been there, done that. I could do that and more. So, let's see, WWE Championship.
I think he held the US. He had both the main titles, but I think he basically focused on the main event championship.
Mm-hmm.
So somewhere they trying to. I know at the end of the year, Cena's coming back, so I think they trying to bring a lot of people back into the.
Cena's not coming back for Roman though. That's for sure.
He might come back for the US one, or maybe like Theory. Even Theory would be decent.
Theory, really? How so?
He's basically like Theory is what John Cena was back in the day.
Didn't Theory use like a similar line that Cena used to say?
Yeah, I feel like like I feel like it's like, how you have like for My Hero, like all for one for all. So it's like it's like the anti-hero of each other. So I feel like John Cena's like super babyface and over with the crowd, and this guy, it's like opposite. Everybody dislikes him, and he's like not there yet. I feel like it'll be a good matchup for maybe Mania or something.
Would it be? I'm hoping that Cena does a Rock Part 3. And the reason why I say a Rock Part 3 is because I would love to see him do what he's been doing for a while. Is like he's in the shadow of John Cena's in the shadow of The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
They're both done DC movie. They both did the Fast and Furious movie. Dwayne has his football career being presented, and that's one thing John Cena doesn't have, because his TV show when he was doing that stupid ball game. Water splashful, whatever it's called, is doing okay. Yeah. So it's like I could see a Part 3 for WrestleMania between those two, the most. I cannot see him for the title. Rollins, sure. Yeah. Bobby Lashley, him getting fired, WrestleMania for sure. But
because I know that we got like 3 months until Mania, and nothing yet. So I'm like, I think they're building. Yeah, I did a quick thing. I'm like, I'm trying to find. There's really nothing for IC for, Brock Lesnar.
No, I'm just looking for his full accolade of like what he actually won. You know what I'm saying? A summary of what he won, and so far it's just been the heavyweight. I don't think he ever been a. Oh, here we go. The WWE Championship 7 times, 6 times. I think I found the information. Shout out to cagematch.net for providing the info. Let's see. Brock Lesnar in WWE has been a 7-time WWE champion. He has hold the IWGB third belt championship. He has hold the heavyweight championship for 280 days back in 2005 to 2006. And he has been a 3-time Universal Champion. He has not hold the U.S. or the tag team titles. I thought he did, though.
You would think because when he came out with Shelton Benjamin or something like that, or
in 2001, according to CageMatch.net, thank you again for the info. In the NWA OVW Southern Tag Team Championship with Shelton Benjamin, they've been 3-time champions. But that's only in the Indies, nothing in like.
There's only been main eventer stuff, which is valid because it's Brock Lesnar.
It's Brock Lesnar, but wow. Do you feel like Shelton Benjamin has been like overlooked? Wow.
But currently, he reached his peak when the best version.
Era?
The best version of him was when he was the gold standard. That's
With
his.
Kurt Angle.
When he had when he was by himself and he had the blonde hair.
Yeah,
that was like
era.
his like peak. That was like the best mode.
Yeah.
Now he's good, but it's just like it's a little too late.
Is it? I mean, they still pushing Bobby.
Yeah, but Bobby and him, that's two different.
They're
like
still pushing Ricochet.
yeah, Ricochet shouldn't
They
have.
push Shinsuke, and he's older.
I feel like
Brock.
There's no Brock is on a different level. Like he hasn't even been in a mid card. Like you have Shelton Benjamin going 24/7. That's two different levels.
It is two different levels. What
like Shelton will be great U.S. champion.
What do you believe made them not push him for the belt? He has won.
He got lost in the shuffle.
He has won the triple crown. He has the triple crown, but he has not won one of the biggest one, which is the heavyweight. Yeah. Oh, make it 4 because he's been 24/7 champion. So
True.
What do you think he's lacking that they're not seeing? Even though we all believe he's definitely was Vince McMahon type of guy.
He could have been champion when he had the gold standard. That could have been that's 100%. Probably like the full package. He had like the gimmick, the everything. But I feel like now, I feel like a little too late. And also, like everybody, the competition is better than what he is. So you either have to give him a run that's like Coffee Mania or like something like that, which it's rare. Even Big E took him forever, and even the Big E thing didn't last so long.
I mean, yeah, because with Big E, I think he was just brushed over by the Brock
and also
Lesnar. He was like pushed over by Brock Lesnar because Brock
and not for nothing, but like it's not like a race thing, but for African American wrestlers, they don't push too much. They're normally your mid carders. Normally, let's say out of everybody, you've only had Bobby Lashley, right, main eventer, and you have Booker T.
What was his longest reign? Let me see.
Well, you had a couple of and so him, you had Booker T, and really nobody else as like your main guy. Oh, and Big E and Kofi Kingston. You know what I'm saying? Like the most recent ones, but like. They usually, it's not like a race thing, other than, but it's just like, it's I don't know, like I don't know what they're really good performers and everything. It just I don't know why they never get pushed to the top.
175 days, 175 days for Bobby Lashley to be reign was when he was WWE champion, and that was during the pandemic. Well,
a little bit,
a little bit like.
So him and this guy,
Big E, The Rock.
No, during the pandemic was
Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, Drew McIntyre. So it was him and McIntyre. You basically had like them two going back and forth, which is fun. Awesome. But I feel like it for Shelton's a little too late for the main event. But like he'll be a great. You have other people currently like he will be like he's lost and like
no I hear you, but.
And I don't want him to be in a tag team again. I want him to be. I want him to be either IC or US would be great. Especially he'll be good. I think US.
I don't want him. He already been triple crowned. He needs to be heavyweight.
I don't think
the only heavyweight that I see is not the Universal because have there ever been a black man holding the Universal? No. Roman is like Samoan, but. Never been a black man. I don't think he's gonna be the first black man to hold the Universal. I think
Biggie had the WWE one, right?
Yeah, the black one. Yeah. So I think Shelton might get the push for the WWE one once it's split from Roman, and I'm gonna predict it for summer of 2023. Bold prediction: summer 2023. Shelton push, Shelton Mania, whatever you want to call it, Shelton summer of Shelton Benjamin for heavyweight championship.
I don't know. That'll be tough.
You got to give him that before he retire officially. That's the only thing he's missing to be a Grand Slam champion. Forget about winning Money in the Bank. Forget about winning the Rumble. No, there's no way he's winning the Rumble this year. But
I would say he could win the King of the Ring before he wins a heavyweight title.
he could have. I'll give you that,
and he'll be a good thing because I'd bring it back.
Yeah, I'll give you that, and I still see him pushing for the belt because the belt that belt has to at least touch him for at least what they did with Rey Mysterio. With John Cena just show up the blue, be like, yeah, I'm your opponent for tonight. After he had one of the longest match in the tournament, the finals of the tournament for the vacancy of the WWE Championship, the spinning one, and John Cena just beat him.
I think it's tough for Shelton. The top is too crowded.
Bro, if you could do it for Sheamus, if you could do it for CM Punk, if you could do it for Brock whenever you feel like it, who else? Who Reigns didn't even matter so much for us. I don't know. I was gonna say Dean, but Dean, I feel like
I don't know. I feel like he needs to do something like impactful, either through social media or something, to make an impact. But I feel like currently,
I feel like that's in the work. There's no way you keep him in your shelf just for nothing. You know what I'm saying? He's not in shape just for nothing. He had a great promo about I still have breath in my lung. I still could do this.
So didn't he lose against Dominic?
Who?
Shelton, when he had the match, didn't he lose against Dominic? Even though he cheated, but he lost against Dominic.
I mean, that's something that was just more unfavorable, but doesn't mean that it cannot be full circle for SummerSlam. SummerSlam is the summer of Shelton Benjamin. I'm speaking this to existence. So far, I've been like 2 for 2. I want this one to happen for him. This got to happen. AJ Styles been champion. You know what I'm saying? Freaking all the Shield. The Great Khali was champion. Big Show was champion. Undertaker, Kane. Come on, like Kane reign was not even all of that.
Yeah. But you have a 6'10" dude who was terrorizing everybody. Like, what for me? It's like Shelton is good, but what makes him like stick apart from everybody else? Like, there's nothing like. You have the new guy that's with that came in, I think it was Monday or last Friday, with Kurt Angle, the Olympic. He's basically a Shelton Benjamin, but 20 years younger.
Oh, his
Gabrielson.
Yeah.
But like he's a Shelton Benjamin, but 20 years younger. So I'll promote him over. You know what I'm saying? Like there's nothing like
if his I think he's Gable. Yeah, I think he's
Gable Stevenson.
Yeah, Stevenson. Yeah, if Stevenson wins a heavyweight championship before Chad Gable, I have a beef. I have a problem because Chad is much more of a better technical.
No, but this guy, no.
We
two different weight classes.
No. You're right.
Two different.
I give you that. 2 different weight class. But if you're pushing this man over Chad for winning a single championship over Chad, I got a problem. Because Chad has been doing all the gimmicks. Unfortunately, his tag team reign didn't last long due to his co-partner getting hurt. He has done everything that they ask him to do.
Well, he's not gonna be a champion.
He has to be a champion. He if Dolph could be champion, sneakily be like a Grand Slam champion, Chad has time to be. He's already been tag team multiple times. All he has to do is win the 2 mid card. I think he's been US. Has he been US? We could.
I don't think so.
Okay, but but I'll prefer Shelton Benjamin to. I predict this for those who are listening. I'm predicting if Shelton Benjamin is in the Rumble, right? He's gonna come out number 15.
He's in the teens.
Yeah. He's in the teens. And he's going to pull a Kofi Kingston type of moment. His body, he has the flexibility and the willingness to do so. I believe that he's going to.
He would not be in the Final Four.
No, he's going to have a Kofi moment. He is going to get eliminated. I'm not saying he's winning. I'm not.
No, but he would not even be in the Final Four,
bro. Maybe. I'll give you that point. I will give you that point. I'm just saying he's just going to stand out.
Yeah.
He's going to
Okay.
stand out. He's going to try to get himself into the elimination chamber. He's going to try to win it. And people are going to be behind him and hoping that he does go further. And then he's going to keep telling his story. He probably get into certain matches, man. He could probably win the Andre Giant
I would say the only way for him to be all the way through, it's probably either King of the Ring.
Nah.
He's not winning Money in the Bank. And he's not winning the chamber.
Is a stipulation now.
And he's not winning the chamber. The Rumble.
No.
Like,
he's not winning the chamber, but I think he will be one of the final 3. Because the card was not built for him to win it for WrestleMania, because that's what we know about Rumble and the Elimination Chamber. It's for the selected one from this year to be showcased. However, when it comes to a Money in the Bank moment or Andre the Giant tournament, I think that's where he could shine and go for after the shakeup, because there's been rumor that there's going to be a shakeup after WrestleMania. And once the belt is on the other side, there's Shelton. I think he's going for it for SummerSlam.
We'll see. I don't know. I would say he is good. It's a difficult road.
It is a difficult road, but if
he's a little too old, and it's just like
Kofi was about 30 something. He was about what?
Matter of fact, Kofi Kingston wasn't even supposed to win it. He was a replacement. Then he basically got the crowd over.
He got the fire, and people was behind.
People not behind. He hasn't been on TV, and I don't think people are behind him yet.
But if they are, that's something. That's a full indication for you to be like, all right, my man is going to SummerSlam.
I just haven't seen that. Like, we got a couple of 6 months to see this fruition. Basically, SummerSlam will be in the summer.
I want to talk about something that is also of fruition. The results of Ring of Honor Final Battle.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm 90% from my prediction.
I just got the last 2. I think you did Juice Robinson.
No, I didn't. I didn't.
There was one. No, there was one. He was like, "Oh, I'm going for the new people, whatever."
I did not know who was Juice Robinson. I picked Samoa Joe for that one. Check the tape. But spoke with the Oracle. He's prepping for wrestling school here in New England, and he was like very impressed with the Ring of Honor Final Battle. Mm-hmm. He said the only match that was more of a bathroom break was the Samoa Joe match.
Yeah, we knew he was gonna win it. It was just like how he's gonna win it. Like, it wasn't. Juice Robinson's good. It's just he's not at that level yet. He's a good competition. I didn't know who else they're gonna throw at him. So they're just trying to get people like who have no story in AEW to give him a shot. Ring of Honor.
So Athena became. I didn't even know how early this match was.
There were 4. So there were 4. So basically they went early because
at 4
p.m. Yeah, because the NXT one was at 7:30. So they didn't want to compete at the same time.
That's smart. Yeah. That is smart. Kudos for Ring of Honor for.
So I missed Ring of Honor because I was working, but I ended up watching NXT. And from the highlights and stuff, I would say if they went head to head, they would be even. Like, if you poll people, there would be like, there was some good matches in one, and like the main event for Ring of Honor were better than the main events, and Deadline and the mid cards for one was. So it's like they were like, they would have gone either 3 out of 5, they would have been 3-2, or it would have been either way, like depending on your taste on performers.
I mean, I didn't care much about
but the FTR was good.
FTR was one of the best match. Unfortunately, the Gunn brothers had to interfere with the match, but I think we picked that because
the FTR have to.
They had to lose because like the rain was slowing down.
The Athena one, this is the title for her to win.
Everything was in her favor.
The Embassy had to win that one, which I'm glad that they won.
I was surprised that that pick was right.
And what's the other one? Swerve in Our Glory. I think you can pick the other one, not Swerve in Our Glory. The production, the other team.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why I believe I was. 90%.
So Swerve in Our Glory, I was like, there was still some friction between the two, but they seemed to pull it off and kind of like end. Basically, Keith Lee was able to end that book like the old book with I guess all the tag team that he had.
Taylor.
Yeah.
Yep. Taylor Promotions. I thought Swerve was gonna betray him, but that didn't
So
work out.
something happened, but it wasn't like he was able to complete the match.
We also
Samoa
had
Joe Samoa Joe.
Claudio. I mean, sure, the stipulation was that he joined JS, but
That would have been so beneficial for him.
You want to tell you who I was wrong about? Yuta. Yuta was not my pick.
Yeah, I picked Garcia.
Garcia was my pick
because I wanted either one or the other. So that was like, oh, you like
So,
but even today that was like, oh, they have no personality. They didn't even talk on the promo. I know it was Moxley's promotion for the Friday match that he's having against Sammy, but it's just like they didn't even talk. They was just in the background, and I'm like, you guys have the belt. Take the thing. Take over. Like, it's just
maybe it's not for them to talk anymore. Yeah. Maybe it's them to save their energy for Ring of Honor, that now you can subscribe to their channel and we'll be able to maybe see a weekly show, because that was big news in my personal opinion. First of all, we also got to congratulate the Briscoe Bros for winning the tag team championship. Kudos, not mostly favorable, but at least that is that.
Yeah, right? FTR needs to start. I think that's what they're gonna start doing. Start losing the belts and like maybe taking some breaks.
Yeah, because right now FTR is 2-1 against the Briscoe Bros, because they won the match to take the belt. Yeah, they won the
defend that. Yep.
And then this one, Briscoe. So yeah, we're not gonna see them two cross paths for a while. Now the Guns are going
for the AAA one.
For the AAA, that would not be a bad win. That wouldn't be a bad.
I think
win.
That's good if the Gun get it, because imagine in Mexico, Do Blanquito going to Mexico, they'll be just something different. And
I mean, they had Kenny, and Kenny is Canadian.
No, you know what I'm saying, but like it's more marketable to have
two white boys.
Yeah. I mean, especially with the competition they have in Mexico.
I mean, and
they're heels,
and hopefully they're like luchador style ready too, because I don't think that ground and pound style is gonna work.
But that's good, because they could slow them down, and they're gonna be doing heel stuff, heel stuff.
Okay, so we're predicting that the Gun Boys are. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Fair. Yeah. We got I'm thinking. That's all the matches
for NXT. I don't know if you were able to watch the NXT one, but the NXT, it was a decent concept for the basically it's kind of like a battle royale situation.
Yep.
It was a good concept. They need maybe the next time they do it, they have it polished. So basically, it's like kind of like War Games, 2 start. Then every 5 minutes somebody comes in. Then if you get pinned, you go to timeout or go to like in a box. Or like in a penalty box. But it was just like, it was a weird setup. So, but it was a good concept, and she won it. Roxanne won it, and you have Grayson Waller win it. But I'm like, that got me annoyed, because I think that was like the last minute. He had one pin more than everybody else, and you could pin anybody, you could submit anybody. Everybody's chasing him. Why not chase or pin somebody else? You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's chasing him. Like, yes, the point is to not get pinned, like basically like tag, but there's other people to tag or pin or whatever. Maybe. That was like at the end. That was just like, come on. But he won. He did his thing. But the Apollo Crews, it was just okay match. It wasn't nothing special.
He was not going to win it. Yeah. I knew that kid was going to still stay.
But also he won with a spear. I'm like, it's not. It was alright.
I think the main attraction was just the survivors.
But I think by the next pay-per-view, which is at the end of the year, I think we're gonna go into the new year with new champions for NXT.
I mean, we already got 2 crowned.
Yeah, but for the main event, so Roxanne just when she wasn't, if this whole Mandy situation would have happened, she would have like lost it by New Year's, and I think Waller will become the new champion by next pay-per-view. You need somebody like that.
Waller. Yeah. Okay. I mean, he kind of like got me into an interlude with that one. Yeah. I'm not going to lie to you. But okay. If that's what you believe in, I'm going to take your word for it. I'm just happy that Roxanne we gave her flowers.
But I feel bad for her because I feel like it's not her fault, but I think she might get some backlash because on why she won it.
No. Okay, so for those who's been living under a rock, Mandy Rose has, as of today, being the what's the date again? The 14th of December. We're recording. Earlier today, it was announced that Mandy Rose, also Amanda, I forgot her last name, Akuski or something like that. It's very Italian. My apology for butchering it. She was released from WWE. Mm-hmm. Part of her release was because she is making some side hustle on it's like an OnlyFans
I think it's Fan Time or something like that.
It's called Fan Time, and in her premium content, she has been showing some very expletive stuff that she knew that it was going to get her in trouble with the toy companies that have been making the action figure for WWE. So because of that, it was one of their strong reason of her being let go. I think this has been a conversation for quite some time. I hear what you're saying about if Mandy didn't get let go, maybe Roxanne would have.
They would have probably waited a little bit longer, but what I've seen and heard and research and everything, the company knew for a while that basically she had this page before she was champion.
Yeah, because Triple H allowed everybody to be able to have their own NIL and make their own hustle.
So they knew about it.
Yep.
And it's just, I don't know. Yes, it's a breach of contract, cause especially for TV. It's not like Disney, but it's like you're working with the public and basically minors and everything.
Correct.
But I would have suspended her or put her off TV or done everything rather than fire her. Because there's people, I know it's like you can compare one thing to another. There's people that have done like DUIs or drugs or alcohol or whatever, and they've been put on a shelf or whatever. Then
the Uso had, especially Jimmy, multiple DUI, and they still get pushed. No, it's about favorism and or how the.
Because it's similar to what happened to Paige too. She got kicked out, and Woods was still here.
Because the focus was not on Woods. Nobody knew it was Woods. Nobody knew it was Woods or Maxon until they'd be like, oh shit, it's these two.
Yeah.
But yes, going to the DUI thing, the WWE only work with those who are willing to take full responsibility and make up for it. For some reason, Matt Riddle, who also been suspended due to wellness policy, and their WWE is not checking for marijuana. Yeah. That means he's probably using other drugs that got him canned. Another person that got let go, I think it was just Mandy recently, was for her content. Mm-hmm. But this is the thing, right? I don't agree it was because of breach of contract. Because if you think about it, all of her career in WWE was about her being very sexualized, very respected, being try to get all the simps to adore her. That has been her.
If it's not making money for them, they don't.
But that's the thing.
Yeah.
She knew she was making way more money than what they were paying them, and they were not getting the cut. And she knew that. I think she was doing everything purposely, so that way it was a way for her to get out without really giving up money.
Because now that she's in her, I don't know if she's still under her main roster contract or NXT contract, but NXT contract is only 30 days, not 90 days or 180 days.
We could see her in Ring of Honor, Impact,
and also
AEW.
Her account went from 25 to 40 a month, so she's making bank. So she's probably making more take home than she would have.
And I have, for those who's been leaking it, how dare you? But again, thank you at the same time for the short clips that I was able to find. Hey, bro.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I mean, it's like, bro.
For me, I was like, how long? For me, it's like how long it would either go into NXT, because sometimes people bring it to promos and stuff, or I'm waiting for how long it's gonna be a problem and find it cut off to her. Which is
I don't think that was much of the reason. It's what you just said. WWE was not getting part of the cake. They were not getting that that piece of the pie. So there was like, hey, either you continue doing business with us and share a portion of it, or we just have to come to a mutual agreement. Which why they announced more of a release. And her reaction so far has not been. She has not been like, oh, this is unfair. What's justice? So far, within the 12 hours of this announcement, all of her response has just been like, thank you for the lookout. Thank you for this. Thank you for because I guess she knew that this is what was going to happen.
I think the one that was surprised was people from Toxic Attraction. They didn't see it coming. Yeah.
No, they knew. They just they knew.
Yeah.
Especially Gigi.
No,
Gigi though. Gigi.
But it's not the same level as Mandy.
But Gigi though.
Forget about that's professional photography. Then
professional.
Yeah,
bro.
that's professional. Yeah.
Son, what are we talking about?
So she changed. She had an OF. She let that go. She became NXT,
right?
And now it's not as explicit. It's
not as explicit, but doesn't mean that there's no way.
But it's not explicit.
There's no way, bro. There's no way.
But it's not. She's not gonna control because it's not explicit.
Look. Mandy probably had more tenure than Gigi, and Gigi's just still a new.
No, she's new. In the company. Yeah.
I could see why she would change it up, but doesn't mean that she ain't gonna have a premium a level account where she goes like way off.
She's not. She's not. She got. I'm telling you, bro, you'll see,
bro. Everybody thought Paige was like a singer until like the videos came out.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like they all have these like backup accounts. Trust me.
But Gigi's is not explicit. It's like
currently.
What she has at the moment, it's professional like modeling.
Fine. Let's call it that. Professional modeling. But we know she's gonna have her. My premium account has been
it's not. No.
Come and see this. Mm-hmm.
No, because other people have it in the main roster, but they don't go extreme. Scarlett does.
Scarlett was way off until she came back.
Yeah, but there's still content there.
Like the only ones who's doing softball has been Zelina, currently Scarlett, your Gigi.
But that for WWE, yeah,
for WWE,
Lion, no,
yeah. What?
She's not. AEW, they're more forgiving. But AEW is a little bit more forgiving with that stuff. But
hey, yo, man, you funny, bro.
Yeah.
You funny, man.
But AEW is more forgiving, so we'll see. Maybe we could see her either AEW or Ring of Honor or whatever.
Impact, yeah, for sure.
Because she has developed as a wrestler. I really thought when that she lost the title, I thought she was gonna literally like I saw that on Tuesday. I'm like, oh, she lost. She might get called up because of WrestleMania or whatever.
Yeah, you made that comment.
Then I'm like, all right, cool. Then
the next day,
literally at lunch, I was like, oh snap! Like
she was like,
I'm like, it was. I was like, also, I was like, how long would WWE is gonna take to know about all this stuff? But they knew about it. They're just trying to negotiate.
Everybody has skeleton in the closet. So Mandy just made her more publicized because I believe that she wanted out.
Yeah.
I believe she wanted out in a way similar to Kanye of not getting a lot of like reprimanded for like legal reason. They just be like, you know what, let's part ways and call it what it is. So she keeps her money. They got a new champion. I think Roxanne is going to have a great storyline for the next 6 months.
And it's good because she has a bunch of people after her, like the heel. So you have Cora Jade, you have a bunch of people going after her. So it's a good person to her.
She is the 6th Latina Spanish heritage to win a heavyweight women's championship. She's alongside with Bailey. She's with Zelina. She's with alongside.
Well, Zelina didn't win the NXT championship.
She has a women champion tag team championship.
Okay.
Bailey. Who else? Indy. Indy. Just learned she was Latina.
I thought she was not Samoan, but from Maori or whatever. No,
she's Latina. I think Candace and I think there was another person too, but she's like the Sith one. Oh, Raquel, can't forget about Raquel. Raquel, she joined those 5 other women as the first generation to Spanish generation to win a women's championship. So kudos for her, well deserved. New Day, we're really excited for. Can't wait to see, how they're going to continue working with different tag teams, how to push them. Yeah. Hopefully, they could have a good rivalry because that's what they need. It's like someone to really go toe to toe and make it be like I almost had you like this much for them to be able.
Because I think right now they're gonna face Briggs and Johnson. I think Johnson or something like that. So that should be an interesting, something different. Yep. So they get the big guys, but Miss Mercedes, she will most likely be Wrestle Kingdom 17, and I think there's also talks of her being Paige's secret, like partner. In January.
So for those who don't know who Mercedes KV is, she is formerly known as Sasha Banks. It's been said and reported that she is not interested in returning to WWE. It's still speculation. Yeah. I could see in good faith that she'll work with a mutual company like New Japan, which doesn't hurt her because WWE, as we spoke upon, have sent out Shinsuke Nakamura to work in a match.
And Anderson's also, Machine Gun Anderson's going to go.
Also, congratulations to him. He's still the never open heavyweight champion for New Japan. Kudos for him. And AEW's did the Forbidden Door, where currently the FTR is still their tag team, IWP tag team champion. So it seems like this is a very battle of like who's going to give her what. You know what I'm saying? And you said it before that AEW had money, like Khan's father's money is pretty strong. But, WWE is just like a strong stable. Like Sasha Banks as the boss has been very, very strong in WWE. So if you were in her shoes after this event in Kingdom 17, which side would you want to go?
I feel like she wants more control over her basic presence and image and everything. I feel the only could give her, not promise her, but the only thing they could give her is probably at the moment it would be the Rumble winning it or a title or maybe Queen of the Ring. Besides that, like she's gonna be lost in the shuffle because there's a lot of people returning. You have like Charlotte, you have Becky. Like it's not, she's not gonna get lost.
Charlotte's in Europe right now,
but they're not. I'm not saying she's gonna get lost in the shuffle, but there's too many people in the main picture that it's like, if I want to be wanted, I want to be the number one. So I feel like if she ended up going to AW route, she could be Ring of Honor, she could be whatever she wants, and she could take complete control over her career from this point.
So you're saying she get the Jericho Moxley treatment, the Kent Omega treatment?
I will say if she decided to go New Japan then AEW will be great, because she'll overshadow Paige and help Paige out, but she'll be a good partner for Paige, and then she could go veer off on her own and be the TNT or Ring of Honor or whatever champion she wants to be.
If I was Mercedes, my move will be I make my appearance in Rumble, but only with a day contract.
Okay.
As a sign of faith. You give me the day contract, I'll go. I won't win. I'll definitely push it, but I won't win. And depending on the result or the storyline that could be unfold, I could choose not to continue with WWE and make my appearance for Revolution. That would be my move.
So she's gonna do like the Jeff Jarrett show up in every show for the year, basically. Like New Japan,
if Mickie James could do it, I feel like Mercedes definitely has that type of flow.
Because I feel like if she went to the Indies, basically if she went to non-WWE route,
she'll be able to be a Hall of Famer too.
She could, like, if she went non-WWE right,
she'll be a Hall of Famer regardless.
Either way, yeah. But I feel like she could NWA, she could destroy everybody there. Ring of Honor, her and Athena would be great. And TNA will be great. Or Impact, then also like she could go and even be a belt collector if she wanted. She could be Kenny Omega, well, female version of Kenny Omega.
Wow. You think she's
because she literally at the moment every non-WWE champion she could beat every
so
single
you're
one.
saying she's gonna be Kairi Sane. She's gonna. I don't know who's the AAA champion, but in Impact, I
think it might be Ty Valkyrie. I think. Well, let's say she if it's Ty or whomever she could beat. She could beat her.
Okay.
She could beat Jade. Definitely Jade. She could beat Athena.
So she's not beating Jamie. She's beating Jade for the TBS.
She could take it all. Like I will give her everything. I'll give her the world. Like you're like the Kenny Omega of the women's division, basically, if she wants to be.
I mean, this last year was Kenny year belt.
Yeah, and then you have
FTR.
And they try to do it with
Wow. I love the idea.
What Tully Blanchard's daughter kind of be sort of the belt collector, but after that contract stuff, she didn't want to continue. The one that I feel like will be a competition will be Jordan Grace from Impact.
Yeah, but Jordan Grace has been holding that shit for quite some time. But Mercedes,
but she could literally take over the entire like wrestling.
Does Trinity is involved? Knownly as Naomi in WWE.
It'd be more leverage if he came with for her, but I think like I would go back to the family and try to be part of the bloodline.
Okay. I'm sold. I could see her being the belt collector for 2023. It seems like it's the right move. I mean, I would thought maybe Britt or somebody like that would have done it, but no.
Sasha Banks has like the entire she could go, especially now she's training in Mexico. She could go the Mexico Wrestling Lucha Libre. She has like finishers. She has a little bit of everything that she could do it all.
All right, I really enjoyed this conversation. I really did. It was really insightful. Shout out to Kylie Ray. She's coming in as Brianna Ray.
That's her real name.
Yeah, for main event for WWE. So it's kind of cool that she got a contract with them.
Yeah. The only thing was tough. I feel like I wish she had better competition, but she had to go against Dana Brooke. You have to start somewhere.
Okay. Last topic is thoughts about Mr. Regal. I mean, we didn't talk a lot about AEW because in AEW all we know is that MJF kept the ring, kept the belt,
and then Brian showed up at the end.
As soon as they announced everything for Winter's coming, I knew Ricky Stark was not going to win.
Yeah.
It seems like his next match will be with Bryan Danielson. The Acclaim seems to be going once again toe-to-toe with Lethal and his crew.
Hook showed up, which was always good.
Return. He's going to be partnering up with Jungle Boy, Jack Perry. That's pretty much the highlight. Who won the best out of 7?
So far, it's 3-1. The Death Triangle.
So they just need.
So they basically the next one's gonna be non-DQ match because they keep using the hammer.
So for those who are not familiarized with the best out of 7, it's a very small percentage for the opposing team who's down by 3 to make a comeback. So
yeah, they're trying to do like the Cavalier thing.
Yeah. There's a great chance that they might come back in with the next 3 wins.
Because I'd be heated if I was like somebody bought tickets for I think they have one in New Year. I think New Year Bash or whatever, like near 31st or whatever. And that match is not there. I'd be heated. Like I feel like they're trying to like. I would make it like 7 matches at least.
Well, that's what it is. And another highlight from AEW, again, not a big show, is Jericho loss against the new sign up addiction something.
Yeah, he was decent. It was just that match took too long. I literally, when I was watching it at home, I was telling my mom like, "Yo, they're gonna go cut to commercials right now, and he's gonna do this, and this." But it was, he needed. I hope he takes this moment.
Action Andrade.
I hope he takes this moment and like makes the best out of it, because you'll never have somebody give you like the Jericho like effect. Like, I mean, this is your time to be like.
Cena got something similar with Kurt, even though he lost.
But it's still
this guy won against a veteran like Jericho. So like you better go for the TNT belt or something, because like honestly, the sky's the limit right now. But the final talk is Regal is being rumored to be rejoining WWE, but as vice president. What's your thoughts about that?
He's earned it. We knew what he did for NXT.
Yes.
And now he got some experience from the other side too. So he could bring maybe some good things from the other side, from AEW over to WWE. Maybe, they have to do something good on AEW to have a show. So I feel like either have inside information on how they operate, or even bring some stuff that they'd be like, oh, maybe this time, watch out, they, free agency or whatever, on how they perform. So like
Regal has a good eye for talent.
So I feel like it's good. And
if he doesn't get RJ City back into WWE, he messed up.
No, he's not. Nah.
Like you messed up, Regal.
Yeah.
Nah.
But I feel like, and also his kids there too. So I feel like it's his kids needs more of the mentorship for the dad, or like guidance, or because I know he's vice president, but I think he might eventually he'll show up as like managerial or
man, like what was the,
because even like Ted DiBiase, something like that,
no,
like
not Ted. What was the other dude that he was the stepfather for the Bella twins?
Laurinaitis.
Laurinaitis.
Yeah.
If Laurinaitis could do his stupid spiel, I mean, Regal is definitely gonna have a similar or better performance than Laurinaitis.
But I feel like it's a good addition to the team.
Power, I just wonder. Oh my god, that triggers me when I think about it. Like, yo, people power is so terrible, man. We've been through a lot with WWE. We really been through a lot. But I'm happy that if he becomes vice president, I know that there's going to be better safety protocol. They're going to be more on top, keeping everybody happy. I believe that we're going to see even better push and also new talent, people that we would not anticipate to show up or be built with the help of Regal. I think in the insight that he has about AEW and how they roll, I think he's going to definitely make a run.
Because basically, like, I'm not saying they poached people from AEW, but like you have Cody, which literally he ran everything behind the scenes.
Yep. And
now you have Regal, who basically was sort of Tony Khan's right hand man while he was there. Sort of.
And he just didn't know how to take care of him.
So like he's just,
I'm telling you, my last 2 cents is Tony Khan give up of controlling promotion in the matches. Okay, take care of shaking hands with business people to
be an owner,
company, be the owner. Yeah. Let people like Regal, someone similar to Regal, be Regal, and you will have one of the happiest product the world have ever seen. So, if you agree with us once again about this same conversation, let us know in the comment below, or please be sure to follow us on our social media, the Facebook, the IG, the Twitter, and the YouTube, Providence Lucha Talk. As well, we want to say, give us the 5-star, the thumbs up on your podcast media app, wherever you listen to. We're there, Providence Lucha Talk. We appreciate the support. I'm gonna
probably we'll get a new studio, and we have we'll have
we'll see on the space at the moment, but for now, raffle Amazon $25 gift card is on the go. So if you made it this far, you know what to do. So we say good night.
Good night.
Buenas noches and bye.
See ya.